What's going on, guys? Coach Joe, and in this video we're going to be covering some tips for the strict press, push press, and the jerk variations from a press clinic that I ran over the weekend, as well as doing a travel down to Philadelphia where I work with Focus Athletics, which is a non-profit organization. So stay tuned, lots of awesome tips in this video, so watch it all the way through. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for any new videos that are coming out so you can stay up to date with all the content. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Coach Joe at the Lions Den, and we're gonna do a vlog today. So starting the day off with actually a press clinic at the Lions Den where I'm gonna teach people how to overhead press, push jerk, and split jerk. We have class going on the other side right now, and then after that, I'm gonna head to Philly and do something with a nonprofit called Focused Athletics with it. It's just someone who I do jiu-jitsu with, who pretty much just runs an organization that helps kids stay out of trouble and kind of end gun violence in the city. So I'm super pumped to go down there and show you guys that. It's gonna be a crazy day, so I want to take you with me. So let's go. That's what kind of helps me in strongman, is having a good press compared to a lot of the other guys in my class, and a lot of it has to do with technique and efficiency in the movements. So I'm a big fan of doing push jerks and split jerks. But today, hopefully, you guys can just take some nuggets, or maybe some light bulbs will go off in your head on like whatever variation. We're gonna start from the basics and work our way up. The first thing we'll cover is grip. So for the grip, I typically take a more narrow grip than most. And I used to actually press probably like out wider, okay? But I started to bring my grip in over time. And the reason I like doing that is because it keeps everything nice and tight to the body and compact. So if you were to like kind of put your elbows together, what you'll do with your partner when we get there is you're gonna feel how much tighter you can get kind of between your lat and the back of your shoulder. And also it's gonna help me use my triceps a little bit more. So for me, I look at everything in specificity right now to strongman. And in strongman training, you wanna make sure that you have a big overhead press, obviously. Like the bench press, we never have a bench event. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I utilize each movement? Dipping too low.
Okay.
So just go like an inch, okay. Like just like here, and then press straight up. You're like almost in like a quarter squat territory. Yeah. So try again. Yeah. So just try it to just go. Just think like 1 inch. 1 inch bar comes down, then press up. Breathing. So with breathing, I think the only two ways you should go about it is either breathe at the top between your breaths, or breathe at the bottom between each rep. I'm a big fan of breathing at the bottom between each rep. It's not comfortable for me to breathe at the top, and I also don't like having to breathe, come down, and then pressing back up. I'd rather just stay here, breathe, and then breathe down here again. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to do, but don't breathe through the press. Okay, the only time you should breathe through the press is if you're about to lock it out and you feel like you're about to pass out. Okay, so if that happens, you can kind of let out a little bit of air. Okay, or if you're going for a jerk or like a log lean and press, I do think you should breathe before the press just to get oxygen to your brain. But other than that, hold your breath the whole time because you want that inner abdominal pressure built up as best as possible. Okay, I always use that analogy of like a water bottle. So if you have the water bottle and you unscrew the lid a little bit and then you squeeze it, it collapses. That's your body, okay? If you blow it up, squeeze it on really tight, you go to squeeze it, it's rock solid. So you gotta think of the same principle for you, whether you're pressing, squatting, deadlifting, benching, lifting something heavy, you wanna build up as much pressure as possible, okay? Stay nice and strong. We want that bar to be in the hard part of our palm. Yep, and not roll so far back. When we do the jerks, it's gonna be a little bit different depending on your mobility in your hands. But for the push press, I want it to still be stacked, okay. Palm over elbow, and then when you press out, so what was happening to you too is your elbows were flaring a little bit. Oh. So I just wanted you to keep your elbows a little bit more forward.
Where my hands were positioned, okay?
Yeah, width was fine. So so try it again, but just get it rated over here versus in the back. And dip. Press. Good. Go back down. Remember, don't let your chest drop. Okay, keep your chest up. Ready, hands on hips. Dip. Press. Good. That's it, punch hard. Better. So we kind of know it's intuitively the foot she wants to go with. It's usually that's the case, but sometimes it's not. There's like a rare chance they may use their right foot, but for the most part that works.
In that case, because I will use my right foot.
Yeah. But the other way you can do it is if you told someone to get in like a sprinter stance, like whatever would be their lead foot for sprinting, that's going to be your lead foot for the jerk. Okay. So what I'm going to have her do is just have her feet hip width under her hips. All right. I'm just going to have a line here and here. Then if I were to say, okay, go into a front squat position, she's naturally going to go wide. Okay. So from there, we're just going to mark kind of where she would be for her front squat stance. Now what I'm going to have her do is go back to the hip width, but she's going to take her lead foot. So take her lead foot, and then she's going to go over. Actually, start. From the squat stance. Go back to squat stance. So for her lead foot, which is your lead foot.
I'll lead.
Okay, so she's going to lead with this foot. She's going to take her opposite foot, put it 1 foot in front. Okay, and we're going to measure about half a foot from there, and she's going to move it away. Okay, and then we're going to have kind of like a horseshoe right here. Then she's going to take her opposite foot and bring it behind. Okay, and then we'll mark here, kind of put a horseshoe here. All right, so if she were to go back to her hip width stance, okay, her split, so put your front foot kind of right in there, and back foot back there. Okay, this is typically where she's going to be for her split. Like I said, there's some wiggle room, okay, but it's kind of a quick drill for you to kind of base. What we're looking for is that her shin should be vertical on the front leg, okay, so bring your weight more forward, good. And then the back knee is going to be bent slightly, okay. Front foot can be either straight forward or turn in, almost like a kickstand, okay, and the back foot can be straight or maybe slightly a little bit turn in, depending on where their hips are. So we want our hips to be square. So to get our hips square, we're going to turn that back leg a little bit. That's fine. Typically, you're going to find me, it's going to be right here. I've done it so many times, my feet kind of just naturally go in that position. All right, for the recovery, we're going to do half a step back with the front foot, so half a step, and then meet with the back leg, okay? Pretty much always it happens unless you have like an oh shit situation. You won't even control your back leg will just move forward, okay? It's just like a natural protection thing your brain will do. But any other time you can control it, you always do front foot, then back foot. Does that make sense? The other thing, so go back to your split real quick. So she's got her front foot, okay, back foot. You can bring this foot in just a little bit. Like I said, the more I see people, I'll be able to kind of tailor it. Turn your back foot in. Yeah. She's gonna be like square, now put your hands overhead. How does that feel, like a solid position? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's pretty good for her, where she wants to be. Weight distribution, the front foot, you're gonna feel it, it's gonna be more probably back towards your heel, okay? Maybe like a 40-60 weight distribution, so 60% will be in the heel, 40% is gonna be in the front of the foot, and the back foot obviously is gonna be all in the toes, okay? So that's what you're looking for. You don't wanna be in your toes like this, okay? And you don't wanna be so far back, and you don't wanna have any legs kind of like locked out. You wanna just be in a like nice, comfortable position, all right, for the split jerk. Make sense? All right. Ready, dip, drop. Good, check. Everyone's front foot takes half a step back first, and then lead with the back foot. At the press clinic?
It was great, honestly. I came here trying to add a little bit more of techniques to my repertoire and learning how to use them, when to use them, and honestly, I walked away, even injured, I walked away with, a new skill that I'm going to work on.
Hey, man.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm really glad. There's a lot of knowledge that I got, you know, in my brain now. I came here, I'm always worried about my one shoulder, just from a long time injury. And I was actually really worried about some of the weight that we were doing, but, you know, listening and learning from such a knowledgeable source, I was actually able to put up a lot more weight than I thought I would be able to. I totally just walked out of here feeling awesome. I really did.
Awesome, dude.
I had a blast. Really.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's like the push press I made a little breakthrough on in terms of timing the not crashing down and making the timing, getting the timing right. So I felt like that was a good little tidbit that I learned, and kind of furthering my Olympic lifting skills. I'm just like a newbie, and trying to, you know, progress in that and keep learning, and it was really fun. Yeah.
All right, so press clinic is done. I'm heading to Philadelphia to work with a group of kids for the organization called Focus Athletics, which one of my friends who I met at jiu-jitsu kind of runs, and pretty much just keeps kids out of trouble and helps them live good lives. You know, inner city kids, just put them on a good path. So I'm excited to head down to the city and do that, and then we're going to do a podcast together. So you're going to want to check out the podcast for that episode, because I think it's going to be very inspiring, open your eyes to a lot of things, and I'm super pumped. So let's go.
Some people are like, I get more like people tell me I'm nuts with a smile on my face.
Yeah, you're that crazy guy.
Yeah, like
these kids are living with you, dude.
Yeah, donkey or maniac, like taking on foster kids and you know, have a full career, and then focused athletics. Like you're a madman.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, you're a madman with a smile on your face.
Well, it's because it's a rare breed of person to do that kind of stuff. It's almost like, you know, they wish they could do it, but they can't, or they're not, you know. But you're probably like, you could,
well,
because you're doing it.
I've just not been good with downtime,
Yeah.
And especially, so we lost 2 of our student athletes in the last year to gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, with my career at Odin Properties, like, you can't show up and half-ass it. That's the thing. Like, you don't want to show up and, like, you know, why are you going to, you got so many breasts on this earth. Like, same thing with Focus Athletics. Like, dude, you know, Christian was the one kid who was going to Penn State in a full track scholarship that got shot. And there was another kid, Kasim, who was coming out of a corner store in Frankfurt. Seam Gliz, they called him. That was awesome kid. He got shot in December in his chest 4 times. These are kids that, like, were on their way to do something, and they just got cut down. And that's the thing too. You know, I feel like sometimes if I'm sitting here messing around, like watching something on TV with my laptop sitting right there, and sweat equity, like, you know, so I'm sitting here, yes, my brain's on autopilot, like, it might be tired, but like, dude, get up, and I'm, you know, writing about my experience as a foster father, or like, you know, there's some initiative that I have, you know, what's going to benefit you more to get up and sit at your laptop and get busy. And it feels good, man. Just sometimes you put your brain on autopilot, but like, you got to be cognizant of that and say, all right, dude,
You got a mission.
you know, you've watched.
Yeah, so there you guys have it, guys. Pretty insane day where we start off with the press clinic and then just down in the city to hang out with Jackson and the kids. But I wanted to kind of welcome you into just the hustle that's involved with trying to do what I'm doing, as well as trying to help other people. I really believe that if we help others, we can all kind of win all together. So that's just the gist of the day. And if you guys felt compelled, or you check out the Focus Athletics page and you guys see what they're all about. Try to help them as much as possible by donating any of your time or money if you can. Really would mean a lot to me and Jackson. And yeah, so the next couple videos we have coming out, we have the last Train Like Me video. We have myself being a big gorilla running a mile, a timed mile. And then I'm flying out pretty much by the time you guys get this video, I will be flying out to Miami to hang out with Steffi Cohen and the Hybrid Performance Method gang. So it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be awesome. I really appreciate you guys making sure that you are liking these videos, subscribing to the channel, and as well as joining the Iron Lions Facebook group. I repeat, join the Iron Lions Facebook group. We have free coaching, articles, community, everything, you name it, free. We're growing with just like-minded individuals in strength sports. So I'm gonna close out this video, but stay lean, mean, strength machine, guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.